Hey everyone, hopefully you're well good and having a very good day. The Premier League Gameweek 17 is going to start in some hours and it's time to discuss on each match and predict each match. I really love to do these videos. So do smash the like, hit the subscribe and let me know your opinion on the matches and your prediction as always. So the first match is between Nottingham Forest and Tottenham Hotspur. What a spicy game this is. Steve Cooper's job is in trouble. Nottingham Forest are not really going well this season. So there's pressure on him, which I think is really ungrateful. He has done a fantastic job, but the owners might not be happy and there's a big pressure on him. They saved his job with the draw against Wolves, but at home is a big test. Tottenham have been playing some beautiful football under Ange Postecoglou. What a team they are. They play with great vigor. They play with beautiful style. But I think this is a sort of match which is going to be a very big test for Ange Postecoglou and his team, because Nottingham Forest love to play against big side this season. They should have beaten United, but they lost in the end. They beat Chelsea. They put a very good fight against Arsenal and Manchester City. So they're a very good side against big teams. They beat Aston Villa at home this season. They love to sit back and counter, and they like this type of matches. Tottenham are going to play their football, but if they don't score enough goals and they're not very clinical, we saw them score 4 against Newcastle, but they've struggled against Wolves, they've struggled against Aston Villa, and I think these are the sort of matches where Tottenham attack has to fire. I'm just going with a 1-1 draw, and I respect Tottenham in terms of style they are playing. Yes, they are my rivals, but I respect in terms of football they are playing. But I think Nottingham Forest away with the pressure on Steve Cooper, and the crowd is going to be behind them, and they love to play big sides. I just think it's a draw written all over in this match. Bournemouth against Luton Town, what a match, and I think it's a very spicy match. Luton have been really impressive in the Premier League this season. They should have got a point against Arsenal, very unlucky conceding a 97-minute goal. They got a point against Liverpool. They competed really well against the champions. And they're a side who keep on fighting. They're a physical side. They have the goals, but defensively they're a bit of a problem. While Bournemouth this season did not start really well, but always showed an identity of football. They backed their manager, and now you see the results. They're getting the win. Old Trafford was just icing on the cake, the 3-0 one, but they have been really good this season, playing some great football. But I just got a feeling in this match, this could be a momentum breaker, because you expect Bournemouth to get 3 points, but I think Luton at home, where Luton will be physical, they will be better defensively than United, could be a sort of momentum breaker. I'm going with the 2-2 draw, because Luton have the ability to score goals from the set pieces, from your crosses, but I think they'll concede 2 as well. But I can't see Bournemouth winning this match, because I think Luton is going to be defensively much stronger than what Manchester United were, and these are the sort of matches where Bournemouth this season have come a bit short. I never thought in my life I'll say that Chelsea against Sheffield United could be a relegation 6-pointer. I never said that. Now, we are nowhere near the relegation zone, but if we can't even beat Sheffield United at home at Stamford Bridge, this Sheffield United side, which have not really been good this season, with all due respect, I think we should be sent down back to the championship, to be really honest, with the way we are going right now. And this match could be a potential ender for Pochettino with the fans. I want to back him. I'm at the moment backing him, but you cannot drop points, even a draw against Sheffield. On the other hand, Sheffield have brought Chris Wilder back. They've been defensively solid since he has come back in. So credit to them and always wish the best for them. But being very honest, we should be winning this match. We have too much quality. This Sheffield United side is not that strong. They're not that good in front of goal. And I think Chelsea should have enough to win at home. They should have enough to win at home. That's been the thing I've been saying all season. But hopefully we finally have good enough for this game. And I'm going with Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0. I think this is one of the most straightforward Manchester City Palace matches I've ever thought I'll predict, because Palace are a bogey team for Manchester City like Tottenham have been. They always get a result at Etihad. But I think this Palace side is not giving the inspiration. Eze, we know, is injured. Cheick Doucouré is injured. And along with that, this season, Palace just don't have any goals in them right now. They don't have any goals. They did play well against Liverpool, but they don't have any clinical edge in front of goal. And if you don't have any goals against Manchester City, at some point they're going to pepper you with possession. They're going to destroy you mentally, and they're going to score 3 goals. I think this is going to be one of the most comfortable City matches against Palace, with no disrespect to Palace. I think it's going to be comfortable 4-0. Even, I don't know if Haaland will start or he's not fit, but one thing I know is that even if it doesn't start, City are going to pepper Palace with possession. At some point, the defense will give in. Attack is not going to score, and City are going to party with 4 goals and send a statement to Liverpool Arsenal. So I'm going with Manchester City 4, Palace 0. Newcastle vs Fulham at St James Park. This is a very big game. See, the reports coming of pressure on Eddie Howe, I think it's ridiculous. This Newcastle ownership has shown the patience. They're building the project very nicely. I don't think they're going to do this type of thing where they're going to make a very rash decision. Eddie Howe's done a fantastic job. The players love him. The fans are with him. It's a very united place. And I think this is a sort of fixture which can bring the campaign back on track. I think going out of Champions League could work in their favour, considering on cups and the league is better for Newcastle with the injuries they've got. Recent week they got hammered because of the injuries and tiredness, but this is the match to bring a bit of momentum back. While Fulham have been really good in recent weeks, scoring a lot of goals. I've always said Fulham have played well this season, but they haven't got the goals, but they're doing that right now. So respect to them. But I think, to be really honest, with no disrespect to Fulham, this is a sort of match you don't want to go when you're in momentum. St. James Park is going to be, I think they're going to get behind the players, they're going to make it toxic, they're going to go with the players, and I think Newcastle is going to kill them away in the first 15-20 minutes, and after that they're going to defend the lead. I know Kieran Trippier is not there, but Liverpool will go towards the right. They still have enough quality, and I think Newcastle are going to win this match 2-0. Hard fought, but going to get the 2-0 victory. Sean Dyche back at Burnley with Everton, and what a job he's been doing at Everton. And Everton this season having a fantastic side. If not for the 10-point deduction, they could have been fighting for Europe. What a team they are right now. And I think these are the sort of matches Burnley don't want to play. See, with Burnley, I'll say one thing. They are the most likely side who can go down the league this season and come back again, because they are a much better footballing side than Sheffield, Luton, and I think they should be sticking with Vincent Kompany and not make any rash decision. But in terms of Premier League right now, this is not going to be enough to stay up. If they're going to be hell-bent on the philosophy, they don't have the goals right now in the team, I think it's not going to be enough for them. They're defensively a shambles. Everton have Doucouré, they have players like Onana in the midfield, they have McNeil attackingly, Calvert-Lewin. Doucouré has been doing so well attackingly as well. I think the physicality, the pace, the energy, the creativity, everywhere Everton are above them defensively, and I think this is going to be a comfortable 3-1 for Everton. Burnley will have a goal, but I think this is an absolute mismatch, and Everton are just too solid right now for Burnley for me. West Ham United against Wolves. What a big match this is. What a big match for David Moyes, because West Ham have deceived to impress. They have beaten your Tottenham Hotspur, they've beaten your Chelsea and Brighton, but then they've dropped points to Everton, losing to them, and they've not been good against teams where you should be expecting them to do well, because they play a counter-attacking style. It doesn't work in these type of matches. Wolves, on the other hand, have been shafted by VAR, and they also have not been clinical. Otherwise, this team would have been right now fighting for at least a European spot. That's how good a job Gary O'Neill has done. But I think in this match, again, I just feel the home crowd and a bit of pressure. I think West Ham are going to be up for it. And I think Wolves are, for me, just not clinical. And that quality of not being clinical and West Ham having players like Bowen, Kudus is just going to be enough to put them on the final line. And I'm going with a narrow West Ham victory, 2-1. Brentford with Aston Villa. I think this was my big picture this week, but I think with Mbeumo injury, I think it becomes very difficult for Brentford now, because we know Tony is suspended. Now there's no Mbeumo. Where are the goals and the creativity going to come from? They are a solid side at home. We all know that. But you need to score goals in football games to win. You aren't going to beat this Aston Villa side for me 1-0. It either has to be 2-1 or a 3-2. And I think right now they just don't have the goals. I do think they'll score a goal through a set piece, through a throw-in. But I think Aston Villa has just too much quality with Watkins, Moussa Diaby, Leon Bailey. And with no Mbeumo, where is the crosses, the creativity is going to come from? And that's where I think Brentford will come short. They'll fight, they'll show everything, they'll fight for the fans. But I think the quality will be enough for Aston Villa. And I think Unai Emery's team will continue to fight with Arsenal, Liverpool, City. And it's going to be Brentford 1, Aston Villa 2. Arsenal versus Brighton, big match for Arsenal, especially in the title race, competing with Liverpool and Manchester City. And next week is going to be Liverpool versus Arsenal. But you never think you will say this, but Arsenal are just not fighting against Brighton. They are fighting against a bad record at home against Brighton, where Brighton have won last 3 consecutive matches at the Emirates. So it's a ground they really love to come, and this is something we'll never say. Even the great sides in Europe have always struggled at Emirates. To have such a good record, Arsenal will have to break it. Now, as much as that record is good, you have to see the context behind it. I think this Brighton side right now with injuries is not that strong. This Arsenal side is defensively much more stronger, much more experienced. And I think attackingly, yes, they're not firing like the Arsenal side we know, but I think they're defensively solid. They don't concede goals. And at some point, I think Saka, Martinelli and Jesus are going to click. They haven't played too many matches together as well due to injuries. And once they keep on playing together, I think they're going to click. And I think we're going to see a response from Arsenal. They're going to make up for the defeat against Aston Villa. You're going to see a great Odegaard performance. And I'm going with Arsenal 3. But Brighton will nick a goal like Arsenal always do, conceding a goal at Emirates. So Arsenal 3, Brighton 1. Liverpool was Manchester United. And I think you could never even imagine Liverpool-Manchester United being discussed in such one-sided manner. Everybody's saying a big defeat for United, even United fans. But I think, in my opinion, as with the football I've seen in my life, I just got this feeling of this being a narrow match. Because last season, United were coming with a lot of arrogance because they were doing better than Liverpool in the league. Many United fans were coming with a 3-1 Manchester United win. And I think they got humbled at Anfield. This time is different. This time United are not doing well. And I think Liverpool are coming with overconfidence. And sometimes it might hit you in the back. Because there's no expectation on United. There's pressure on Liverpool in the title race. And if Liverpool don't beat United at this time, I think there's going to be a lot of meltdown. Coming on to the match, I think United have no goals right now in the team right now. Rashford is not in a good form. They're struggling. You come to Bruno Fernandes missing the game. You can talk about Bruno as a leader or anything, but he's an important player. Then you go on to defensively. They have no Casemiro, no Lisandro. So as a side, they're not that strong. Liverpool are having a great season. Mohamed Salah loves to play against Manchester United. You look at United's record at Anfield, and it's just too one-sided. I think this is the most easiest fixture to predict right now in this game week in terms of the way it's going to turn out. So even I'm going with the Liverpool win. But what I think is Ten Hag is going to do different than last year. Last year he took Liverpool in terms of underestimating. I'm going to change the record. He went attacking and got humbled. I think this time he's going to go defensive. They're going to sat back, give Liverpool all the possession. And I have a feeling it's going to be like the 2-0 defeat they got when Martial missed from 5 yards. Salah scored the late goal and put his shirt out. It's going to be a that sort of match. I'm going with Liverpool 2, United 1. Liverpool are going to wrap the game up by 60-70 minutes. United will get a late goal. We'll have a bit of narrow ending, but it's going to be a 2-1 Liverpool win for me. These are my predictions. Smash a like, subscribe. Thank you. Wishing you the best. Thank you.